Hey guys, welcome to my video. It's called Sombra Spots. What this is a collection of videos that is going to give you an idea on how to play Sombra at a viable level on all maps. I will be going over all maps, playing Sombra, and showing you some key areas to be, where you can actually use your ultimate or,
I
sound
might need this later.
translocator and then
I'm out
ultimate.
of here.
But, you know, we'll get to it. But anyways, let's start with her hometown, Doraldo. Let's see, on defense. Just check my audio settings. Sorry. Let's see. So, in the beginning of the match, what you want to do is find a key health pack to hack. What I'll be calling key health packs are health packs that should stay hacked from for a certain time until the payload passes a certain point. These points will consist of certain areas, so that way it will either stop the enemy from using them, or, well, it will annoy the enemy if they try to use them and they are not allowed, and it will help your team heal at key times if they really need it, and if your healers are down, or if you don't have healers. Watch for the gameplay um, of the no healer game I had at Elios. It's actually pretty funny. But anyways, let's begin. So from here, we'll pretend that the game just started. You got here, and they're on their way to, giving out the countdown to start the match. The best thing to do is hack this health pack. This is going to be a key health pack to keep hacked. All the other ones are niche at best. Let's see. There are actually several health packs. There's actually 3 that I know of. I'm pretty sure there's a 4th one that I don't know of. No, there's 4. These are niche because they're not really viable for your team. Here's one. This one's okay to hack. I wouldn't really encourage it because, this is their spawn right here, and you're getting into their face, hacking that just to try to get away. It's going to be a little bit troublesome. Another one is actually over here in this building.
Gotcha.
This is commonly used by attacking widows, a few mercies, a soldier, Genjis, and a lot of heroes that will take this back route just to flank your team. And the last one is obviously this main health pack. The main reason I'm not marking this as a key health pack, even though it is a big health pack, is because not that many people are going to be using it. Well, not that many of your team that is going to be using it. If they need a quick heal, they'll be using oh, I got off of the
Beacon in place.
hack. They'll be using this one more than this one over here, so that won't be charging your ult considerably fast. Before we continue on, I actually want to say how when is the best time to stop hacking this health pack, because it is the key health pack. The best time to stop hacking this is probably when the payload is either under the bridge or past the bridge. Mainly because it's going to be a little bit troublesome. We'll just say that troublesome to get back over here and hack this health pack while the payload is past. We'll say past the bridge. A lot of times, a lot of people will just take that the downstairs area just to catch up with the payload if they died.
Hey there.
So they'll just come in through here. they'll either go out that gate or just hack that. Not hack it, but if they need quick heal, they'll just stop the push and then just run in. You can, like, if you can sneak back up here, you can hack it from here, but it's still gonna be a little bit troublesome. Let's see. From here, if we'll say that your team is defending pretty well and they're down there, and your whole team just wants to team wipe them, and they want them completely defenseless, and they want you to use your ult. Best place is either up here on that red building or off this yellow building. The main reason off this yellow building is kind of what I'm doing right here, is because you actually set it up pretty well. Let's see. You can throw your teleporter pretty far. So from any time to that arc, I just toss this to this yellow building.
See you later.
I'm sad, but you can just translocate into the middle of the arc and just EMP them. That way it will cause the healers to scatter. The tanks, well, actually it causes a lot of people to scatter once they get hit by the EMP. They don't know, just the best way to survive an EMP is just to ignore it and pretend that everything is on cooldown for 5 seconds, and just rush through it. I mean, that's probably the best way to survive an EMP. If you try to run from it, chances are that the enemy team is already looking for you, so don't try it. Just pretend everything is on cooldown for 5 seconds and just, you know, tough it out. Let's see. Since we're done with this area, we're going to go into the second area of this checkpoint. That will be this, well, from the overhead to, you know, the checkpoint. Alright, and like I said, you don't really have to keep this one hacked at this point if it's past the bridge or at the bridge. But the ones you do need to keep down marking as a key is this one here and this one over here. I didn't make it. The main reason for that is so that way, one, it keeps your team sustained with this small health pack, and it prevents the enemy team from pushing the payload from hold any sustain with this health pack, also giving your team more sustain while they're defending this choke. And also, you know, more EMP charge. If it's past this moped, or this speaker is actually more correct. If it's past the speaker, try not to stay in that area, because at that point, soldier, the widow, a lot of DPS will be right up here, shooting in, using it as cover while they're taking, while the rest of their team is pushing a payload. Let's see. So the best places to use your EMP is off that platform right here.
Translocating.
Let's see. So what you'll do is go invisible, toss it out. I usually come out of this. Boom. Just so fast. They don't even know what happens. It actually stops the lag from the invisibility if you do it right. So
Beacon in place. See you later.
Oh well, I didn't do it right. But anyways, yeah, the best places there and there. Throw your teleporter over this memorial, and just continue with the cleanup. Try not to be up there. I've seen a lot of Sombras up there for some reason shooting down at the enemy team. Keep in mind that your optimum range is about as far as you can hack. So if you hack a target, that is your optimum range to do as much damage as possible. Let me show you how far that is. So yeah, about this far.
Don't mind me.
From that health pack to me, about this far, or you know where I was at before. Trying to get it. So about here.
Initiating the hack.
That's actually a pretty far range, but that is not enough range from on top of that thing to shoot down to the enemies and think you're doing great damage. Let's see. So let's just say they capture the first checkpoint, and so we'll go and continue on. So if they capture this first checkpoint, the best health pack to keep hacked is this one. Again, stop them from using it, so that way it'll be easier to take them out. They don't have a quick heal. For your team sustain is this one. This one will actually, so that way if your tanks are not tanks, but if your team is like right here defending this choke area, or up there actually, you tell them that this one's hacked back here. What commonly happens, and I've done this several times, as a Reinhardt, if I need a quick heal, I'll just slowly back up until my shield breaks, and then just run in here as fast as possible and hit it, and then immediately charge out. It will keep your team sustained up to about, I want to say right here, up to the end of the point. So that is a main key health pack to hack. Same with that one right over there. That's for the enemy, so that way they don't get sustained up to, you know, this area, to this fire hydrant, we'll say that. From that, it will be solely this one, that one right over there. That way it's not, they're not using it for heals.
Ahorita regreso.
It sustains your team.
See you later.
You can hack this one, mainly for the flanking, Genji, Soldier, McCree's, or Mercy. I am a battle Mercy, so you will see me. One time, after my team entirely died and my res is light at 88%, I literally went around and just shot the whole team, flew in and res them. It was actually pretty great. But enough stories. Best spots to EMP. I didn't really want to go over it because it's so obvious it's off this platform. Anywhere, you know, if you need EMP, it's best spots. The best places for the EMP is if the payload is right at that line. That's probably the best place to put it, right at that line, mainly because the healers are either going to be on that other side of that wall or right there behind the payload. You hit them with the EMP, they will run behind that wall. Knowing that knowledge, you can just get behind the wall and just shoot them down before Mercy has time to res or anything else. The best part right here is probably at the fire hydrant, not in the middle of that choke, 'cause the choke is right there. Not that many people are going to see you up here. The Mercy's not, if the Mercy's not good, she will, or you know, it's a low tier Mercy. She won't be looking up. She'll be focused on the team she's healing. So what you'll do is jump down, EMP.
See you later.
And target Mercy as she tries to run away or find a safe spot to hide. If you get her in that EMP, she can't fly to anyone, so be sure to do that or use her res. From here, The best spot to use the EMP from is probably right here. Mainly because you will be able to see if the Mercy or where their other healer is right behind this van before you throw out your translocator and then EMP. So you'll just
I might need this later. I'm out of here.
that didn't do well. Try again. So what I typically do is look out this way, look out that way. Typically I do have a headset and I do listen for if anyone's coming through this way. It will make a clear sound that they are. So you can be up here looking down this way, looking down. Make sure you know exactly where's the best part.
Ahorita
Throw out
regreso.
translocator
Translocate.
and then
Apagando las luces.
again, that will cause them to scatter. Typically they do run behind this van, the healers do, trying their best to blend in, trying to not be noticed, especially the Mercy, because at that moment she knows, oh boy, I'm going to get the res. And like I said, until they hit this checkpoint, this is a key health pack, so keep that hacked throughout this entire checkpoint. On to checkpoint number 3. I have 10 minutes to do this. This is the main health pack. Enough said, that's all I'm going to say. Keep this hacked at all times. Everyone tries to use this, anyone from the defending team.
Beacon in place. See you
if
later.
they need a quick heal and they know a big team fight's coming, they're not going to waste their time with the 75 health packs. They're just going to try to run, grab this health pack, and then run back.
¿Qué tal?
What you can do is hack this health pack while on the fence, mainly just so that way your team doesn't really have to push that far ahead to get a quick heal off.
Back door.
But that's mainly to stop them from using it, and just to keep your flankers sustained during a big team fight. Another one I want to say is the key health pack is right here. This one up here is not really used, it's just meant for the enemy flankers. Or if the enemy team decides to start using, the left route, going through the left door and up and around, start hacking that one and this health pack over here. It's actually a situational kind of thing, but these two health packs, the one over there and that one right there, are basically the main health packs you want to keep hacked. On the situation, you see more enemy team members going through this stairwell, then start hacking this one, but try your best to keep those 3 hacked, and save your EMP for the Reinhardt or whatever is pushing. The more obvious best EMP spot is this, I want to say high rise. A lot of times they won't see you for some reason, mainly because the best EMP spot is right here. Not that many places for the Mercy to hide behind except for this corner, but you're gonna be like, okay, boom.
Ahorita regreso. Translocating.
I mean, the smart Reinhardt will be behind the payload, mainly because the payload will absorb a lot more bullets than his shield. And Bastion will be on top of the payload, so around this area is probably the best time to throw out your translocator, or just jump out and EMP. If it's past this bridge, best place is always behind the payload, so always aim for behind the payload when you're doing an EMP. If you're going to do an EMP while it's under this bridge, do it from right down on the ground. Don't do it up in the high in the air, because if it's you're not really covering the payload while EMPing. It's just, you know, it'll be blocked off of this, and if someone's like pushed far enough, they're not going to get caught into it, even though they're within the radius.
Be right back.
So
I'm out of here.
try to do your best to do it right on the ground, or if not, lower than this bridge. And again, the best spot is again behind the payload, around this area. This is typically where the healers will be at. Yes, you do want to EMP the healers. It will lock them. It will lock Lucio into his song.
Beacon in place.
And he cannot amp up, so it'll stop
Translocating.
Anna from sleep darting key ultimates. Let's see. It'll stop Mercy from flying away while you kill her, which is more annoying than anything. Also, it will put her res on a 5-minute cooldown, so for her to not use it. And Zenyatta, if he's caught in the EMP, he's basically dead, because all you really have to do is EMP, spray at him, or just hit him once and he's flopped over. But that does cover all the spots on defense on El Dorado. Thank you for watching. Like, favorite,
See you later.
like, favorite, subscribe for more videos like this, and have a good night.